Hello. Let's get everything in order. I think all the ducks are in a row. Welcome, welcome. I have deviated from my usual peak performance, my peak gaming stream, to revisit an old Minecraft server we had. I think it was been going for two week phases, but it's been pretty well a year since we last played it. So I've had new computers since then. Getting it set up was a bit of a hassle, but we're here, and yeah, we're gonna go see some of the old builds that I did, and maybe build some more things, but we shall see. All right, guess that I should go to uh, spawn first. Help if I could spell. I am playing in creative mode. Most of this was built in creative. I don't want to mislead anyone otherwise. But yeah, this is spawn in our world. Technically, it's like 80-60, but the spawn point has been changed. And I built this cool. Lots of things that I saw were inspired by interest. Mic is a little low. That is because I changed it earlier by accident, and I didn't know where I had set it before. But now I remember. Now that you mentioned, I usually do have my mic blasted, so much better. Okay. But yeah, this is Spawn. I made most of it based off of a Pinterest video that I saw. We will go time just to get a view of it. I do not have the credit for this. There has been several dozens of people who have made this. I'm not the first. It's not my original idea. Hardly anything I've built is, unfortunately, but I did add the vines. I'll add that much. They've gone a little crazy, but that was before I knew that you could shear like glowberries with the vines. I've got string here instead, but yeah. And if we continue on this way, we've got our first gate into town. The other ways don't quite have paths yet. I seem to despise making paths. But I've got this wonderful wall formation, and that is on Build It. I can actually pull up the let's see where it was. Kathy Co's medieval wall and gate on Build It. And everything I'm gonna link in my VOD. I've got we're coming into my horse stable area. And this is Nanoroid1 on YouTube who had the original build. It's got a cool little brick peak roof. Very nice. I've got, I think I added this one originally. But I've got little villagers here that, they don't really trade anything, but it looks like they do. So that's cute. And I think I have another one on the other side. They just happened to be wandering around while I was building it, so yeah, I can get it. Uh, Probably because someone else spawned them in to do their own villager trading with, and these ones escaped. But yeah, got my own little horse stable. We got some horses in here, gates, and some tied up with hay bales and all the accoutrements. It's a little crowded for like the stall area. They tend to jump up on these guys here, but yeah. I just tried to click on that oak log like I was pointing in peak. Get rid of everything here. No need to have anything in my inventory. It does, I think it is inspired by the Breath of the Wild horse stables, horse buildings. It is very nice, and I am very happy to have it. And I will talk about what's behind me in a second, but I also have a paddock here with one of my horses in there that I like. And I'm pretty sure I fixed them being able to jump out, but I might need to double up on the fences. We shall see. What is he doing? And then just I got a hay bale here, some storage just for design. But this stack of hay bales here, you can actually use to test how high your horse jumps. So 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, etc. I don't have half blocks. I think you can have a horse that can jump half blocks, but I didn't really want to put snow on everything. Snow's the only way I think you can do half blocks. So yeah, you could test to see how high your horse can jump. Yeah. And then over here is another testing area for the horses, and it tests how fast your horse runs. So there's a tripwire, I believe, here, unless it's broken. No, it's still on. But you run across, and this is also a build. Where can I find it? Uh, Bjork Minecraft on YouTube is the one who I followed on this. But once the tripwire is tripped, it's basically just add stuff into the hopper, I believe. And then you can check the hopper. No, nothing in there. You can check the hopper, and depending on how many sticks there is, then that's how fast your horse is. It's like I said, it's been a minute since I actually tested any of this out. I don't know if it still works, but yeah, this is the horse area. Moving on, we'll go back this way. I've got this bridge over this giant ravine. And the bridge I did, like I said, everything else I found on Pinterest. But I do have Trapaholic with the fours as A's on X, and I think they work with Pixel Beaster on Instagram. So this was their builds. It was beautifully rendered, and I only had one image to work off of, but it makes a nice little bridge to get across this deathly ravine. It was a beast to build. I'm very pleased with how it turned out, actually. This is so nice because I'm also reminiscing on what I've done in the past. And then we kind of have a little like village area with houses that if someone just comes onto the server, in theory, they would just be able to use one of these until they found their own place. We've got this first little house. Let's see. I have to scroll up on my little notes here. This one I called the Bush House, and it's just called Rustic House on Build It, and that's what I followed. It's very small inside, but it's got a little table and chairs, the classic, a bed, crafting table, and armor stand. It's very snug, and I guess I put no storage in here, so they'd have to figure out their own storage. I definitely sacrificed functionality over aesthetic. A little kitchen area. Very cute. A lot of the inside stuff I believe I did on my own, so the decorating and stuff. However, yeah, that's what it looks like from the side here. Next, we got the little yellow house. It's very cute. This one was Koala Builds on YouTube that I followed. And I think their house was yellow as well. And I saw that and I said, I want that. I want that in my world. Same thing, very bare bones, crafting table, furnace, chest. But hey, simplicity. And it's got this cool fireplace, How could you not like that? And the fireplace, the smoke even goes outside. Isn't that delightful? This little brick house, I did not find a credit for. I don't know if I based it off of the yellow house. It is very similar. Uh, a lot of these were just filling things out. Very bare bones. I put a lectern in here. I don't think there's anything on the book. But, yeah, just another little place. And then behind us, we have this house. And I called this one the slant house, but Cryptic Builds on Instagram is the one who made this one. This one's definitely a little bigger. The clock, I believe, is in the other house. We'll get to that. But yeah, some more bookcases, lots of art. I said I'm just going to cover this whole wall. And yeah, a couch, very long couch. Record player with one record in another place. And yeah, I got a little like blacksmith area here. Woodcutter and I don't know. Most of the things, as I said, aesthetic over function. They looked really cute. And then I have this carriage. Uh, it has been done so many times. I couldn't find the original maker, but if you do like it yourself, I do have it written down. Where is it? Carriage. Umibo MC on YouTube has a tutorial. You can actually get in it. I'm in a carriage. And the horses are tied up to it at the front. If they're standing in the right position, it looks awesome. But very good. Very good. Then I have this wishing well. It is adorable. And I believe I don't know if I tested if it was infinite water or not. But the wishing well was Kelpie the Fox on YouTube, and I added some more vines and stuff to it. It's just kind of made it a little my own. But yeah, we'll go into the clock dinging house. It does have... Okay. I guess it doesn't want me to go inside. I'll show the outside first. Yeah, it's a house. I don't think I actually had this one actually might be cryptic zoology, but cryptozoology, but I am not sure. The clock build I found online, several people have done it, but it does ding, I think, every hour, so it is a little annoying when you're in the village, but very cool if you're not. Got a majestic fireplace with another couch, smaller version of a couch. Some more, bookcases, a chair. This one is less livable. This one's more just like a lodge. I think it's my W key. The same thing was happening in Peak. Then we have this one. I call this one the Copper House. I don't believe is finished on the inside. It was one of the last ones that I did create in this village, but this one was Blocky Creations on Insta. That's the inspiration from it. Yeah, it is pretty bare bones on the inside. I think I was planning on making this into like an armory, an armor shop. And then upstairs, yeah, this was going to be the living quarters, but I never got around to it. So if you guys have any suggestions on what I should put in here, let me know. But still, the outside, very cool. Close the doors. I did do like a vine wall on the back. I wanted to cover it all in vines, but yeah. Go back to daytime. We got this cute little well, the well pump. Average Tuna on Instagram is the one who did this, but I just thought it was so stinking cute. I would love to add like hundreds of these in my village just so everyone could have one nearby. And I think that this is a glass rod. I could be, if I, no, left click it? Is that how I get it in my inventory? Okay. I've broken it. That's what I've done. No weather allowed. Middle mouse click. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's just a glass pane that is just as a rod. Looks like water. And then these two houses I don't think I have credit for, but chances are I did find them around. This one, I think they're both bare as well on the inside. This one, instead of glass windows, I used fence gates, kind of like shutters. I'm very excited to see what is new to offer to decorate the inside of these. but a pretty spacious space, especially like thinking back on the yellow house I did in the other one. I think as I progressed building them, I wanted them to be larger. Some double doors on this one, and you know, a fair enough space. I do remember this one. I did follow a tutorial. I just couldn't find the one. Um, Once again, it's got chimney, the double chimney, double working chimneys with just campfires in the top to make the smoke. But yeah, very cool, very cool. Over here, this crosses the ravine again. So this area here, I do want to add a really cute bridge, but time restraints just haven't gotten to it yet. But we have like the animal area. Speaking of animals, Melly is begging for a treat. Hustle. I'm trying to get her to learn how to beg for a treat from the bed because she just comes right down and like puts her head on my knee. She's like, please can I have a treat? Oh my gosh, we've got another disco animal, disco cow this time. I guess we'll start with the llama hut because that is the most exciting one. So the llama hut, let's see. Look on my list. This was Bit Gardener on Instagram. So giant llama houses. We've got two different color variations in the traveling llamas, and the llama even has a butthole. So very cute. But yeah, you could definitely do some serious llama business here. And then the animal huts here. I have one for cows, one for sheep, and one for pigs. These are all the same build. And where is it? Animal pens. Block down builds on YouTube. I think it technically was a collaboration, but I'm not sure who it was with. But I love like the Vikingness of the roofs. And I put some mud down for the piggies, and we've got the watering troughs and some slop for them. And the cows much more grassy with some hay and a better water trough and you know, cow stuff. It is a very clean sty. I probably could make it messier, but I'm not sure how. And then up here we have the sheep. And I have a pig in the sheep sty. Oh my gosh. And chickens. That is another thing I want to add. I want to add a chicken coop around here, but I wanted it to be more like the animals, they just need a cover, but a chicken coop, that's a different build. So that definitely is on the list of things I wanted to do in the future. But yeah, it's cool to see. Like I don't have any of the new animals, any of the new animal skins, pigs or the cows, the sheep. So it'd be fun to add them in. And we'll go up the hill. We do have like very rough paths. I basically just went at it with a shovel, but we got to work on that. This is my witch and wizard tower. I like to imagine they're roommates and they don't get along. But this was inspired, where is it? Koala Builds on YouTube. So I followed their tutorial. I added a little garden in the back. And I am really proud about the insides on this. I'm pretty sure this is the first thing I had built on the server. This is the witch area. We've got our cat that's facing the corner and some mysterious frog noises. I've hidden a frog in the floors. Yeah, this is where she comes and does her magic. She doesn't sleep here, so I don't know where she sleeps. She just doesn't, I guess. But yeah, I just said, is something spooky? Yes? Okay, we'll add it. Say less. And then the wizard side. So right off the bat, we've got an enchanting room, which anyone's welcome to use. I'm not, but it's very tall since this is a tower, so there is a lot of ladders. We've got a little potion alchemy station here with items, and then these are barrels, I believe, with everything inside of it. And then this is the bed area. Uh, Purple because they are wizardry. And then I do have a secret up here. Oops. I just destroyed the secret. I had an end chest up here. I didn't realize it was. I can add it here. Ender chest. That was my secret ender chest in the secret room where no one knows about. I believe I was supposed to go up through that corner. But I don't have the ladders there because otherwise it would be not a secret. So, yeah. We've got the view from the windows. Very nice. You can sort of see the horse stables over there. So yeah, my witch and wizard tower. Over here is a other person's build that was on the server, and I believe that's a ladder to get up for their elytra, and then they can fly. So I won't go through that because that's their own. But I will go back down through the village. We have over here a little greenhouse garden area, and this is, where is it on my list? Evergreen Garden by Game Lancer. I could only find them on TikTok, so they may have other areas, but we've got all sorts of things. We got sugarcane and bamboo, and then potatoes and wheat, carrots and beets, and then the melons. I believe there was something I am missing. I don't know offhand what it is to grow, but this is what I could fit into the 8 areas. So that's what I grew. The melons are a little crazy. They will try and grow everywhere, so I tried to put, I think the watermelon will grow here, but I tried to put things that would prevent the melons from growing in these 4 areas. Otherwise, I'll just hit them with an axe and hope they grow right the next time. Yeah, that's my little garden. It's got amethyst up top and glowberries, and it's all very nice. Continuing on the garden, we could just fly over the wall, but I'll go along it. We have down here our wheat windmill, our windmill. This was inspired, I had to really hunt this one down. This was Whitefire on Instagram, and they only had outside photos from what I could find. And they also had it in a giant wheat field, like 3 times the size of what I've done. But I did persist. They luckily did have several like 360 photos, so I was able to get that. But we've got the 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 wheat meal, the flour, if you will, here, and some wheat that's looking to go up. And then I do have a grindstone, and the grindstone connects all the way at the top. Here, I'll show you. All the way at the top with these guys as gears. So in theory, it's obviously not functioning, but you'd put the wheat in here, and this little grindstone would grind it up, and then it would go down through the hopper. And it does have a little balcony as well. A non-traversable balcony, I suppose. Yeah, that's the windmill. I'm pretty proud of that. I really wanted a windmill in here. and it just seemed right to have it outside of the wall, so I put it in there. Next we have this little mining crane, and this one was also on Build It, and I believe it's just called Small Mining Crane. Let's see. Yeah, small mining station on Build It. So I'm not sure how Build It works, how you get your own credit on there, or once it's on Build It, you lose credit. Yeah, the concrete powder on the floor is grain. It was just the right like texture. So it worked out great. I was thinking about like just like throwing redstone, like the little powder thing there, but they would just despawn and red's not the right color anyways. So yeah, we've got the small mining station, and then around here I also wanted to add another bridge because the ravine does travel through here. There is a um, railroad track down there, which is partially why I wanted to do the mining station. We've got a little fishing dock, which isn't complete yet. I'm not quite done. I do want to build like a little house on stilts here. This is also from Build It, I believe, if I can find where it is. No, this is from Disruptive Builds on Insta. And the main reason I wanted to do this is because they have these sweet boat docking stations. So you can get in the boat and then go out, you know, boat around. But when you come back in, take a little minute. Woohoo! You can get out and you can lock your boat in. Not that boats really drift away, but I just thought that was a really cool feature. And then over here we do have more boats that are very precariously placed on this boat rack holder. And this is also Disruptive Builds on Insta, the same one who did the boat rock. So this one I remember I had a fun time. I was just a photo on on Pinterest, and I was like, I need to know how to build that. And I couldn't, I tried to just build it on my own. I couldn't figure it out. And then finally I found a video that helped him out. And then we have another little boat, and this one does have a boat involved in it, so you can sit in it. However, I do believe it is precarious. The boat might move, so I'm not going to get into it right now. But this boat, Luke17X, LUK17X on YouTube is the one who I followed for this. I just thought it was so cool, and it like usually when you see boat builds, they're giant. They're ginormous. And they're kind of just like, oh, well, I didn't really want a boat that big. And I also didn't have that much room in this little river here. So this boat was just the perfect size. It was just perfect. Yeah. Moving on, we have the fish house where you can buy and sell your fish. This, I believe, has been like several people have made it and claimed it as their own. As best as I can tell, like it might be Blocky Creations on Instagram. If anyone knows any different, let me know. But it's got this little pulley to hold fish barrels. A lot of barrels were used here. They're very nautical in my mind. But you got a spot, in theory, where to keep your fish, and then other fish that you catch you can put in here. And I was going to make like a fish smoker like deli area, but I just added a smoker here instead. And then if you're really desperate, there's a fishing rod to grab. You can go over there and you can fish off the dock or you can fish here. And then across the way, we've got our little hobbit village. We do actually have this giant mountain, which did spawn like a giant crater on the inside. Someone is trying to build in there right now, but it had more of a scoop crater, but it was very, very, very odd. So they're taking advantage of that while I'm taking advantage of the hill here. And I've got 3 hobbit houses here. The one in the middle, let's see. I believe that's Big Tony MC on YouTube, although several people have their own hobbit house designs. And then this one and the one on the hill are the same build, but I flipped one of them. And I believe they're Octo MC. I believe that's on YouTube. I didn't write it down. This one, someone had built a mine shaft going down, so I said, I'm just going to build a hobbit house here instead, and they can use this as their mine entrance. But it does have a little bed, lots of storage, and that's partially because they did have a mine started going down here. So I said, I'm just going to make it prettier rather than chests everywhere. And then the main hobbit house. Coming up here, this is the original one that I built. I still love it. The inside, I did follow a tutorial, I believe. I followed the exact same instead that they have. So another little enchanting area. And then we got the bedroom. Little writing desk with scaffolding in the corners here. Some storage, and I don't know, I just think this is such a quaint little bedroom. And all the doors are round. Like, how could you not love that? We've got a fireplace and some armor stand and a big kitchen because, you know, hobbits, they love to eat, they love to host. So, kitchen and a table for the hobbitsies. This one is probably my favorite house. I would definitely recommend building this if you like it. And then the last one is just another hobbit house. I think it's pretty bare bones on the inside. I've got some wheat in the front. Yeah, I don't think I even finished the inside. Talk about bare bones. No, it's just a shell. Just a shell on the outside for now. But I do have the working chimney up here. Little curvy chimney, and it added balance to the mountain, having all three together. The first one was really easy to build because this was like a flat wall into the mountain. I remember I had to build out this mountain area here a little, just to kind of make it look like it was part of the mountain. Especially because when they had built their mine, it was on the outside. But I wouldn't mind adding some moss now, looking at it, and maybe some azalea bushes just to beef up the the build of it. But yeah. And I guess we shall continue on. I'll go this way down the river. And coming up on the bend is another player's build. They've got a little farm going on. I did add this little pumpkin man for them because I thought it was funny, but I don't know exactly where I got the build from. Just another Instagram photo. I didn't hunt it down. And then we also have this lighthouse. So beyond this is a little bit of an ocean. It's not too big. My world is a little, it's like very lake heavy. So you do go, you know, around. But we've got this little lighthouse here to guide people home, to let them know this is the right river to go down. And this lighthouse was just a Instagram short at TikTok. It was just a TikTok video that I had seen on Pinterest, of course. But this was Medi on TikTok, MEDD.I. And I haven't done the inside of this yet. I really would. I'd love to have like a spiral staircase going right up it. And I did recently see someone did make a working lighthouse with redstone. I just have glowstone in there right now. It's not very bright, but if I could get, you know, the spinning light on top, that would be chef's kiss. And the inside is just bare right now, I believe. Yeah, just bare. There is, I believe right above that is the glowstone, so maybe there is another room up there. But yeah. And then next we gotta go all the way back to the other side of the map. I can see the spawn a little better at night too. I should show that off. It's such a nice glowing space, and it's got the beacon as well. Um, as you can see, these two sides aren't connected to anything. I would love to make a road and a bridge maybe a big round bridge right over top of here so you can get over to the Hobbit side. And then here kind of goes to nowhere. Maybe I'll add another boat dock at the bottom of that. Here is another player's build that was on creative. I will show it off because it is so cool. But this is a giant aquarium. Mm, sorry, skeletons. But you really can see all the fishies and turtles that they put in here. The only thing they had problems with was trying to put squids and dolphins in here. They just seem to get stuck in the corners of the glass and unfortunately kept dying. This is something I would like to move maybe to its own area. Now that there's World Builder built right into Minecraft, or there's going to be. Got a little ocean monument here. Uh, but I think this would be really cool on like an island just like surrounded by the ocean, like it comes right up from it kind of. So very cool, very cool. I don't know if they used any inspiration from this. I just came one day and here it was. They had creative access, so creative, they built it. And then over here we have the dragons. This is another hill that just had a giant hole in the inside of it. So it definitely was taken advantage of. I personally love reading books about dragons. I love fantasy. So we've got the blue dragon and the red dragon inspired by Saphira and Thorn from the Aragon series. And then we have this little dragon down here, which I'll zoom in on, and this big black dragon here, which is more from the Fourth Wing series, which me and another person on the server really love. So I will pop down here. First of all, we have a really cool End Dragon egg display, Ender Dragon. And I think that the egg display was also Luke 17X on YouTube, LUK 17X. And then I have this little baby dragon, and I put like amethyst and golden because the dragon is inspired by Anderna. She's like black, but then turns into gold, you know. So this is like mid-shift, and also it had to match the end dragon head, uh, which is a little morbid now that you think about it. But this was inspired by several people. I couldn't find the actual person who made the original end dragon, but the build like has an end rod here with a capsule. Looks like there's a sword going through the dragon's head, which is sort of like a monument to like I defeated the dragon. But Funbook YT on YouTube has a tutorial on how to build it. I'm not sure if that's the one that I followed, but if you want it, you can grab it there. And I added a bunch of flowers here, fire flowers, just because they're dragons, they have fire. And the blue dragon, Saphira, I really love the dripstone fangs. I thought that was really neat. This is also a egg display, so usually she's like protecting the Ender Dragon egg right in the middle. But the blue dragon was Lufash on Reddit, Lufash, and they had a really good tutorial. They like broke it down kind of like Lego manuals, and it helped really see it there. So I think if you look them up, if you want this dragon, go for it. And because it was like a Lego thing, I could build it out of whatever material I wanted. So I went with this like blue and blue-green kind of look. Oh, actually, I think that there is also a hidden chest in here. Could be wrong. Yeah, no, there's a hidden area in here which is original to the build. I don't think I can go down there. But we will. I'll make it happen. Yeah, there's like hidden chests inside of the dragon body, which I thought was really neat. I didn't need it obviously because these were just going to be statues for me, but I mean, of course I'm going to build it. So I did. I don't know if it's something with the trapdoor why it doesn't work for me, or I just built it wrong. If that was there. Yes. Yes, and we've got a dragon rider seat too, because obviously these are dragon rider books. We can go up to the red dragon thorn right now. I really like that the glass wings are here. I did the same thing with these wings because I just loved seeing through the wings. I thought it was so neat. This dragon was Wolf Biome on YouTube. They also have like a Minecraft website that they use, and I couldn't find the tutorial that I followed, but I'm like 90% sure that they're the ones who made it. And similar to the dripstone fangs, like this one does have, I also added dripstone thorns, not thorns, claws, and also thorns. This one is a bit longer of a dragon. I added the redstone here just for lighting, and we've my W doesn't seem to work. Like before, we have a dragon rider seat, and I've got my one parrot just sitting here hanging out. But yeah, that little dragon rider, he's my parrot friend. I don't have a name tag on him, but I remember, uh, I think maybe it was, I don't know why I went to the jungle. I did go to the jungle at some point during this build. Uh, I was on creative, so I don't know why I needed anything. But I remember I had this parrot, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to bring this parrot back with me. And he was just floating around. And while I was building the dragon, I said, sit down, take a seat. And he's been there ever since. So he's a little dragon rider there for now. I also really like the smoke coming out of the nostrils. I believe that I added that myself. And also the glowstone eyes, which I don't think you can see from the ground. Let's go midnight. But yeah, they do glow, which is a nice touch. You still can see them from the ground, but they're not that bright or brilliant. This one is similar. I do have the fire in the mouth. I decided not to hide it because this design did have an open mouth, and you know, dragons have fire, but it also has the glowstone with a frame, oops, with a frame around it to make that kind of eye pupil. And this build, I also have, it is Meg Ray on YouTube. So I followed their builds. They've got some glass horns, glass spikes. There's a much bigger dragon than the other two, which also in Aragon, there's a big black dragon that is part of them. But this one is based on Terranok because it does have the big club tail. But yeah, these are my dragons. And that's almost it. I do have one other build I want to show off, I believe. Ooh, two. I actually have two more builds. These ones are a little bit farther away from spawn. This one's not too bad. But in line uh, with the Fourth Wing series, me and this other friend of mine, we ended up creating a little mini Basgiath, which is like the war college these dragon riders go to. And you start out down on the ground, and there's this big winding staircase that you go up on. It's very disorienting, and in the book it is too. You walk up all the way. Ah. There we go. And then they have to cross this parapet, it's called. So they take your name down here, and you have to walk across it, and hopefully not fall. I did add a river down here because there was one naturally. In the books there isn't, but I just didn't want to destroy the river. And if you fall, you die. Oh my gosh. I swear I could cross it, guys. There we go. But then if you make it across the other side, they take your name down again just to say, oh, you got in. Congratulations. And this is a very large castle build. We will walk up first. I don't have many credits for this. I think that I built most of the castle on my own. I may have like looked up a thing or here like how to build a dining room table, but a lot of these things are simple. So we've got a little dining area, got some zombies lurking around. We have some chests, and then we have the classroom, the infamous map room. This took forever, and I am scared to update them, so they're not quite all updated. But we've got our spawn area here, and you can see this is the wizard tower. These are the animal pens and the glow farm. But we don't have any of the little houses. This is the bridge here. Oh no, this is the bridge here. This is the llama farm. We've got the horse area and pen here, the spawn, and only two hobbit houses. But yeah, we don't have any of the new houses on here. We don't have the aquarium. We don't have the big fenced-in border around the town, which is on this little hill. I'm realizing looks so nice. But yeah, and then we've got the dragons that we were just at. This is a pillager tower. And then up here is where the castle is on this little river that goes out into the ocean water here. So yeah, this map room took forever. I would absolutely love to update it. That is a whole project in itself. I might take a couple squares here and there, and I think you can beeswax them so that they stay the same. But yeah, this is a good overhead look of the immediate world that we have. And then we've got a lectern down there for the professor, and everyone sits in this L shape and, they learn war strategies. And then if we keep going up, we have a little training room with a sparring mat and, some archery throwing targets, as one does. And a little balcony that overlooks the parapet. You can see people going across. And then my bad. In here we have the office of the general Lilith. I'm gonna get a button out just because it is locked with these steel doors. Can't get in. But I do want to show on the inside. So we got a little couch. We got, a portrait. We've got a crossbow, some weapons on the wall, and a little music. But we also have a mini map just specifically of this like dragon area, I guess you would call it, with her book to write things down and her enchanted blade, which is in the books as well. So that's Lilith's office. It's got a button to get out, but it is usually locked. Can't get in. And then if we look at how far down that staircase goes, if we go back up, that's where we just were. Keep going up. We've got like the main castle grounds. More of a castle. Just a little area. We've got some barracks here for people to sleep. Some more bunk beds. And then we have a more private quarter with a desk and a book and a battle axe in a cupboard, with some black leather armor, as one has. Another bedroom. And then we're on top of one of the turrets with this big flag. And that's the main turret that you see. And you did see a little bit of it from the top, but I'll just go up here at the end. So we've got another little turret with a lava cauldron. So in the books, they always have a fire on one of the turrets to basically like burn the belongings of anyone who passed away. So this is where they would do that. And then we have this other little tower, and this is kind of well, this part is just a little tower. Nothing really on it, just to survey, look around. But if you go down this trapdoor, you've got a little healing area. This is where the healer's area would be. And if you go farther down, we've got more beds. And if if you're reading Fourth Wing and you haven't gotten through them, then I would maybe skip the next, minute or something. But down here we have some two zombie villagers here with Xaden and Jack Barlow, which both have turned into Venom in the books, where they have not zombie powers, but they're basically in the Minecraft equivalent zombie villagers. And hopefully they're going to be worked on getting cured in the future. But yeah, that's our little healer's tower with our loud zombie friends. And down at the very bottom, it was another friend who built this. I'll save you guys from walking the whole way. We have the scribes area, which is a giant library, which I believe is based off of a build that's based off of a library in Scotland. Correct me if I'm wrong. But big old giant library. We've got a couple villagers hanging around here. We got Professor Markham and Jacinia, and they take care of the library for us. So this is just absolutely massive library, which is so cool. And there are a couple things I want to add here. Like there's like display cases usually in the book, and so I wouldn't mind adding a couple display areas. But there is a secret. Yes, there is a secret room here. So you come here and you gotta click the button through this little hole. And you've made it into the secret archives. This is where all the secret text is kept, which I thought was a very neat feature that they had added. Secret door. Make my way out of here. In theory, the doors to this library lock at night, so I was looking into making a lock system based off of a clock, and that is something I do want to add for sure as well. See if we can get our way out of here. Yeah, that's little Vazguy. And that's what we've built so far in it. There it is. I'm gonna try and navigate my way back to spawn rather than teleport. I'm gonna fly by the dragons. So behind this aquarium area, we do have a little cherry biome. With some honeycomb and some bees, and it's very sweet. There is also a little build that I made here. Yeah, I built quite a bit. There's a lot of hidden things as well. I'll show one of them right after this. But we do have a little cherry nether portal here. Very, very inspired by the biome. But this one I also found on Build It. Goran's Medieval Portal on Build It, but I changed the color palette to it. I won't go through to the Nether because it's an absolute mess. You guys don't need to see that. But that was intended to be the sort of Nether area from spawn. However, I know it is convenient to have one much closer by. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll be building this area out here. I wouldn't mind, like this is such a good flat area. Wouldn't mind doing like a little farmer's market kind of thing, stalls and stuff here. That was on my list. I also want to add like a villager trading hall and a storage hall. The villager trading hall, you can see just how deep the ravines are through this spawn area. I was thinking that the villager trading hall could go right on this platform kind of here, but it might be too small for the build I had in mind. I wouldn't mind adding like an iron farm as well and like a bee house. And I really do want to build this area out. It is kind of like my little project that sometimes other people play on. And right now I have the server all to myself because we haven't told anyone that we revived it yet. But yeah, I definitely have a lot of more things in mind. And I am going to teleport to show off a hidden build. It is, if you keep going in this direction, you will eventually find it. 711, 65, 708. For that. Okay, so we have a little village in this area. So spawn is like this way. And this is, I believe, the closest villager town nearby. I did check on a map at one point. And another thing I want to do is I do want to like revamp all the villager buildings. As much as I love the classics, like this could be so much fancier. My bad. This could be so much fancier and some little pens for the animals, that kind of thing. But as you keep walking in towards the villager area, we've got this really cool, like, I don't even know, natural formation. You explore, and then you start to see something. It would help if the weather was clear. And ideally, the people would be walking around and going house to house and kind of be like, wait a second, what is that? But I should have faced it towards the village, but I did not. I have this giant Enderman that I have built hidden around here. And I do have, I think it's two other hidden things on the server so far that I'm not going to show where they are because I don't want to give too much away. But I've got this giant Enderman and I'm trying to find the credit for it. I do have a credit for it. It's just my list is so extensive. Ah, here he is. Gold Robin on YouTube is the one who designed this. And he is double-sided if you happen to come at him from another side. I should have made him, I guess you couldn't really make him four-sided. But yep, got a cool little Enderman. And if they end up walking down here, I do have a little chest set up at the bottom. And it is full of Eyes of Ender. So they could take one, they could take them all, but giant Enderman, indeed. And I was originally going to put the chest on top, but that seems a little too difficult. Maybe in the future I'll add one if someone else comes and finds it and steals all the other eyes. But that is my one hidden build that I'm going to show right now. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything I have built already on this server. I just wanted to show it off basically. And if you want to hang around, I think I'm going to follow a tutorial to build, oh, my bad, a tutorial to build a storage house. So that's another one from cryptozoology, and I think I'm going to follow along with them and just kind of build through a storage house and have that ready to go. I think I did have my spawn set originally here. Yeah, we're back in town. Like I said, I did want to build a villager trading hall, and I did originally want to build it right here, but I think that I'm going to put the storage house here instead. It's a little bit smaller, and basically it's just a house with a lot of chests. So, yeah. Unless you guys have any other suggestions on what to build here. I am definitely not the fastest builder. I am persistent though, and hopefully we would get things right. There'd be a lot of clicking on and off, however.
How to build the ultimate storage house. 140 chests,
But
this house can store
yeah.
nearly 1.3 million items. These are all the materials that you'll need to build along with me
All right.
today, all of which are easy. Million items. These are all the materials.
I think you guys can hear my YouTube in the background, so let me know if it's too loud. I need some stripped oak logs. Spruce logs. What's the difference between these two? Log versus wood. Okay, so the pattern is continuous on one and not on the other. Stairs. Howdy, welcome, Elfugo del Zorro. That is a sick name. Hopefully you got to see some of the stuff I had already built. If not, welcome in. How is your day going today?
El Fuego del Zorro just followed.
Thank you for the follow. Spruce trapdoors, and trying to see what else. There's oak listed, stripped oak as well, and oak planks. And then we have dark oak as well. Dark oak planks, it looks like. And slabs. And cobble, but we'll see how far I need that. It's the Fire of Zorro, I believe in English. Although I don't speak Spanish, so take me with a grain of salt. But it's a cool username. All right, so it looks like we are building basically the outside first. And sets of 4. Cool. All right. I know that you guys can't see my tutorial. I'll link it in chat if you guys want to follow along. Oh, it's the Firefox. Hold on a second. Do we know who you are? All right. Let's get some cobble. I'm gonna get rid of this slab and get some grass because I will mess something up. Guaranteed. Let's go with daytime. Okay. I think I want it to face this way. And I do have a little room to build up this mountain, so I think I'll build straight off from here. think there's 5 doors to start. And I will build in, I believe. Four, and then this is going to be the front section. Yeah. Let's see how this looks. So that would be the front door pretty well. I think that works, because then this path would continue on the side, and you can come up here to the door. Okay. I told you I'd mess up. 1, 2, 3, 4, blank, 1, 2, 3, 4, blank, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then blank, blank. It was blank here. And then I have to build 4 sections, so I need 1 more section. Okay. So this in a square is the size of the building, I believe. You know what? I think that's a good size. I'm trying to visualize it. And then it goes like this. Ooh, we found a cave under here. Let's just seal that up and nobody knows. Really? She's causing a disturbance. Ah! It was Devin the whole time. Your house is over there still. One, two, three, four. And then I just continue along here. Yeah, you know, but we don't have any mods on this. It would be nice to get a couple, but I would like to keep this pretty close to vanilla, I think. But I am more than happy to build stuff on other people's servers. Let me know. If you start a server and you said, Amy, I would like, you know, a giant church on it. I would like a trading hall like I'm building now, or I would like whatever. I'd be like, bet. When? When do you want to buy? Alright, I've done the first step. I think I used the wrong log, but that's fine. Let's see. Next step, build those up to 6s and 5s. Alright. I think that they might have used spruce for this, so I'm going to use spruce for this. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. And then these are 5s on the end. excuse me. And then 6 is for these. This is basically like a storage barn. So it'll just be filled with a bunch of chests. And I might look in the future because there's copper golems now that sort things. So I might make a little like outbuilding here where you can drop all your stuff and then the golems will bring it in. But no, this is just like a big barn full of chests, essentially. I believe that's 5. I do want to do a villager trading post, but everything I've seen is like twice the size, and it's just like villagers everywhere. So like there is room. I could maybe do it in this area here, facing. If this is north-south, then east-west. That might not be a bad idea. And then the villagers will be close to their villager friends in the horse stables. And then I also do want to do like an iron golem farm, but my understanding is it has to be away from all other villagers. Otherwise, the golems don't behave as they should, which is falling into lava. It's funny because I really do enjoy building stuff on creative, but I also have like this itch to be like, once the town's done, I'm gonna come in here in survival and I'm gonna live in it. But that kind of defeats the point of joining it in survival, I guess. But the aquarium does exist still. I'll fly over there quickly to see it. With RCB, I was saying that now Minecraft has like world builder in like built right in. Uh, it was a tag leggy. It might be, yes. Um, Now that Minecrafter has like world builder built in, I'm gonna look into that and I might find like a super sick island in the ocean or build one to move that to. And then we can have like more coral reefs around the outside instead. It's new. They have it built in or it's coming in very soon. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it. I just re-downloaded Minecraft like last week. So, as much as I like it doesn't quite fit the medieval aesthetic. So finding it its own space would be sick. And unfortunately, none of your dolphins or glow squids are in there anymore. I know that you were having a problem with it. It's like the Bash Pro Shop pyramid. It is a little bit. Maybe we can add a hotel underneath it. All right. I am done this step. I can knock these out. I think the next step they had was replacing the floor with oak planks. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I should have just built it up one more level. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think a single Minecraft song has played since I've been on. I can add a jukebox if you guys want. Thanks for popping in. Have a good day. And thank you for the follow. My music, that's what it is. I turned my music off. Music and sounds. Look at that. Music's off. Let's put it at 50. And we'll see what the next game is. Not game, the next song. Not my log. So I'm not sure why they added this little jet in, but I'm following the plan. I really should have just built this one level higher. That way I didn't need to get rid of all the grass. Excuse me? This man. He always shows up when I'm building. Oh my gosh. Universal experience. Sir, if you don't leave soon, I'm going to have to put you in this building forever to trade. And I don't take that threat lightly. Okay. I think we have completed that step. I no longer remember if World Took Fire is off, but I'm in creative, so the creepers shouldn't bother anyways. Okay, what's next? They want me to build a little entry area. Here's my spruce log. There it is. Let's make it daytime. Ah, you should be a 6. There we go. Help if I could actually see what I'm doing. Ha! I did it. What's next? Some music! Some music is next. Trapdoors on the inside, and then a barrel and some stairs. And then... I see. I see, I see. Let's do some trapdoors. I got rid of those, I think. No, I don't want the picture. Just gonna get rid of a butt. So trapdoors. We've got stairs already. Now we need a barrel. And I think it was cobble walls. That is next. So I had a little area here with some of that. And then they just line these guys in with... Oh, these are slabs. Trapdoors. Trapdoors are what I want. Trapdoors. Okay. What do you think? What do you think, kind sir? Okay. And then they did cobble down here. I'm assuming it's the same on both sides. And then these guys has windows. I don't know if they went up that far, but we shall see in a second. Sure. Ah, they did not go up that far. Ah. And they did end up adding glass in here, but I might hold off. Yeah, what's the harm? I think it was glass panes by the look of it. It'll stop people from climbing in, the trader from climbing in my windows. But I guess he doesn't want the glass. Ugh, my eyes tearing up from this beautiful music. See, tears. I think it's just from staring at my computer screen too long today. Okay, he's out of here. There we go. They added some bushes to the front, but I will wait to decorate the outside as I please. Alright, walls. Cobble walls around the inside, trapdoors like we did with the entrance. And then what? And then what? That's the question. Okay, the back is the exact same, but with threes? No, 3 2s 2s. To the back. Well, I forgot that I was flying there, so I zoomed real fast. Like I said, I might add a door to this in the back. We'd have to sacrifice some chests, I assume, because I'm assuming they're going to be chests all along this wall. But I would like to make a little copper golem station so they can bring stuff in and put stuff in chests. And then... Ah, that's why they did that. I did this wrong. Gotta go in on this area. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Huh? Alright, and what did I say? 3 2 2? One, two, three. 1 2 3. 2. And then 2. 3 2 2. Something got her attention. There. And then the trapdoors. Right. Right. Ah, thanks, server. Suppose I should do that now that I'm actually building stuff. Okay, that's the next part of the tutorial done. We've got 2 walls. And I'm just gonna see what's next. 2 more windows on the back. Thank you. And then, okay. So they want the windows built the exact same way on these back walls. Yeah, so this could easily be a door. I'll keep that in mind. And then some glass. And then for the sides, they want a spruce log running across the whole way like this. So let's do it. One more. And then I believe they're just cobble walls. I'm gonna fill them in and we'll learn together if that was wrong. I'll go back in afterwards and add some mossy cobble. I'm just gonna build it as directed right now. Now the question is, do we lock this trader out or in? I think he's gonna be locked out as soon as those llamas move. Oh, he's locked in, folks. Okay, we've got the cobble walls. We'll do time set day. What's next? Oh, there's a middle wall. How far does it go? It's a full length wall. There we go. I didn't see a count. I might have to go back and count. I think that's how far it went. Maybe one less. I will check and be right back. It goes out 14. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. I was one off. What harm would that do? I was one off. Okay, so my dreams of this being a door have slightly been crushed, but I could always make it like a center wall and like cut it off here and make that a door. We shall see. Or maybe I can make little copper golem doors that they can walk through. Let's see what's next. I am 5 minutes into the video at this point. All right, we add one more spruce log wall. Oh my god, and then I just start adding chests. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of chests. And then it'll be roof after that. Okay. We are here. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. What do you think of my building? Alright, now it's time to add 8 million bajillion chests. Chests. Let's make them all trapped chests and then have them explode. No. I think it just... let me double check what the inner wall was. No, yeah. Nope. Yeah. I'll have to. I see. What is that? Shift click to do on top of each other? My life. I'm curious to know, how many chests did it call for? Huh? 740 chests. That's a lot. I'm glad I'm on creative. Let's work from the back in. That way we can get them all facing the same way. There is going to be so much storage in this place. Every person's going to get their own wall. Haha, they got me. They got me, alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some trickery here. What if... Okay. Does it matter which way I place them? I don't think so. I'm trying to think like, oh, it does matter. Okay. I'm trying to think how much stuff. Imagine having this much stuff. But if you have like 4 or 5 people on a server, it could add up. Not everybody's gonna keep their stuff here though, I suppose. But they could. Alright, that's our first wall of chests done. Now we have to do the same thing to the other side, and then the 2 outer walls. No. Watching without audio. And get banned. You get banned if you watch without audio. No, not actually. But trying to sell viewers is not... It's not flattering. Okay. Gotta rethink my whole strategy here now that I'm working on a different wall, the opposite side. Gotta relearn all of my habits. Okay. Ban. Bonk. have to, I think I'm gonna ban, like, viewers as a word. Or something along the lines. Because it's clearly just a copy-paste message, so. Ah, I almost made it without placing one wrong. Ah, 2. Alright, now we do it all again. This time, holding shift. If I can... No, I would like them to connect. Thank you. Do you know what personal space is? Huh? I don't think that he does, guys. I think I missed one at the top there. Life would be so much easier if this guy wasn't here, if the trading villager was not here right now. And now he's invisible. Okay, what was I doing? I just said I almost didn't place them all wrong, and then I placed them all wrong. And one more row, I believe. Okay. 2 walls done. That makes us halfway with chess, which is, what is that? 350 plus 20? 320. 320 through the 740. Let's go with daytime again. Much easier on my eyes. And we go all the way up to the top here. So. Just gonna go ahead because I'm not gonna be able to place them from the ground. Hello? Forgot why I was holding shift. Alright, top row's done. Sure. How will I get these ones to face the right way. And then I think this angle is still... Okay, I might have to do the first two rows like that. Alright, you're on that side, I'm on this side. Alright, excuse me. Ah, too fast. Alright, 3/4 done. Aha! Alright, now 3/4 done. Okay, I have to click on the actual chest. So close. There we go. It's starting to look like a storage hall. It's starting to look that way. Hello. What do you think, Mr. Traveling Tradesman? Traveling Villager? It's pass inspection? I think it may. He's very impressed. He's very impressed indeed. I am ready to do the roof, I believe. I Let's see. Da, da, da. Check my video. Oh, it's very fast. Just a slab roof, I believe. Okay, I can do that. I've done that before. Ah, but it's dark oak. It's dark oak slabs. Oh, a golden axe. Didn't realize I was all fancy like that. I'll take some. I think it's all slabs, but we shall see. I think it does come out as well. Alright. And then we go down. I believe that one is level. And then it's 2. And then 2. I have to add one more cobblestone. That's where my confusion came from. Alright, let's go to daytime. Because my eyes, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight it and force myself to look around in the dark. Is he leaving? Oh, gosh. He's gone to inspect the work on the outside. Oh, maybe it goes down 1. How does that look? Does that look like intended? No. What have I done wrong? You can see why this is the most replayed part of the video. Roofs always take a minute to get. I think I just... Yeah, that's still not right. I've gone too high now. Okay. Let me just look at my video one more time. That was right. That's right. Okay. I think my problem was this is better. So we've got 1 block, and then 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and then zigzag up. But I'm too short on my building. There should be 2 spots. Oh, am I just... I think I'm just silly. I fixed it. Don't know if that's how it's intended to be fixed, but I fixed it. Let's just do that. I'll see how much trouble that causes me in the near future. Are we symmetrical? We're symmetrical. Alright, let's do the same thing on the other side. Actually, let's see what they tell me to do. See what they tell me to do on the other side. Yeah, because I've got the exact same build as they currently have. Go out and you get a full block, and then go halves. Okay, full block, and then halves. And then it's a full block. And then what? I'm supposed to have a cobble here. Yeah. Okay, so it works out perfectly on this side. I must have had the front built wrong. That's the only explanation. That's the beginning of a roof. Alright, how do I connect it across? Along the sides. Love it. Across the middle. I am partial to slabs, so I'm going to use those. I think they're using a full one on top, but this is a good way to see this lines up. Okay, it lines up. It lines up. We're all good. Once again, I think they used full here. I guess I should as well. And I'm going to take this moment because these are little hidey holes of space. I think I'm going to put some glowstone there. It won't give off much light, but the ambiance, you know? Because we should be able to see them through the chests. Watch the next step be like, okay, we're going to use this spot to put our next level of roof in. All right. Next step. Okay. If they want me, I think these are slabs. 1, 2, 3. Oh. I think they want me to bring it across here. Oops. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put some glowstone up here. Because it looks like it's just going to be empty space. I'm going to put this all the way up to the roof. And then from here, I think they want an oak roof. Let me just double check. They want me to fill in the whole top area with oak slabs. I can do that. Ooh. Sorry, folks, that's a little loud. Ooh, but maybe, because I think this needs to come up 1. Maybe I won't. Sorry, I just broke all that for nothing. Because I think you can still see. You can, but I don't quite like the look of that. I keep doing it. I will have to light this area. Well, actually, it does need to connect to this top somehow. This is just for finishing the inside. I was gonna say, I'll have to light this area to keep mobs from spawning on it. But I do have to light the entirety of the village. Like, I haven't done that yet. There's obviously a lot of zombies and stuff that spawn in. In fact, I think there is a zombie spawner in one of the ravines. But we'll get to that when we need to. Melly's begging for treats again. She can hustle up. What? She doesn't want treats, does she? See, I'll try and throw one. She's on this side? Yeah. Ha ha! What about on this side? Ha! Ah, I went too far with that one. Okay. How's the glow? Not really visible, but it might just be good enough. Obviously, I'm gonna add. Sorry, just bumped the camera. I'm gonna add lanterns and stuff in. But when I see an opportunity to add some light, I will. Alright. Another layer of oak is what they want. 2 wide, and then go up and 2 wide. I can do that. The spiders are out tonight, folks. In fact, I think they're crawling on my new surface. They're like, oh, a jungle gem. Thanks for building this for us. Whew. I'm gonna say, my eyes are tearing up again. This is beautiful music. Oh, I lost a tear. Is my makeup running? Let me know. Okay, and I'm assuming we're gonna connect that somehow. Sorry, back to business. Boop, 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 boop. Thanks. Thank you. Don't cry, the spiders will be gone soon. Well, they stick around in the daylight, so will they really be gone? And I don't mind spiders in real life. My only request is that they don't jump scare me. So if I see them and they're up in the corner or they're outside or whatever, I won't freak out. But if they all of a sudden are crawling on me, they don't respect my space, I'm gonna be like, no thank you. Goodbye. And flick them away or squash them. Okay. It's looking good. And we got a nice sunrise. We worked through the night. Alright, let's... Oh god, they've moved in. They've all moved in. He's gonna be living there forever since I got a roof on it. Alrighty. Let's see what my next step is. Just incremental up. Okay. All the mobs are moving in. It's becoming daytime and they want the shade. Must have hit my scroll wheel. Yeah, I must have built this too tall. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Everything else works, except for that one spot. Oh. Alright. We'll fix this. And I think it's just decorating from here. Let's see. Anything else? Chains and lanterns. It's just decorating from here on out. I can do that. I'm gonna grab my favorite things. I'm gonna grab some glow lichen. I love to put that on top of roofs. Some chains. That's in the video as well. And some lanterns. Get rid of these. Keep the grass. Let's go with leaves. Let's go with azaleas, because, you know, there's a flowering option. And we'll take the base for that as well. Let's do a crafting block. And I don't think we'll need a furnace, but like a chisel. What's that one? Stone cutters? Is this it? Stone cutter. And I think they did have a stone cutter in there as well, but that makes sense. So they did 3-block increments on the top, and that sounds good to me. Let's see, how much room do I have on this end? Oh yeah, let's shimmy those over one. Oops. The spiders love it in here. I think that's 3. I've done something wrong. 1, 2, 3. This one. 1, 2, 3. This one. 1, 2, 3. This one. No, it was literally just the first one that I had messed up. Go away. You made me destroy my floor. The traveling villager is back. And they had some bushes out front. Let's do that, and we'll do a tiny bit of terraforming. Everyone's favorite part. I will probably do a lot of this off screen just to make it blend into the mountain here, but a little better. Obviously, it's not even, but I didn't really want it to be right now. I'll add stairs and everything later. Let's add a crafting table at the end here. And stone cutter like they had, but I think I'm going to go this and then do a stone cutter. That's a glow lichen. Instead of the glow lichen. We'll put another crafting table here. Sorry, Mr. Skelly. Doo -doo -doo. Another one there, and we'll do the stone cutter thing as well here. I will kill you with my crafting table. Thank you. And let's do some cobble. Some mossy cobble. Do this, put that away. I'll keep the logs. And is there cracked mossy? Just cracked brick. Cracked mossy? Cracked stone? Infested. No, thank you. Lots of those. And some stone brick as well. It's mossy stone brick. Even better. You are visible. And so are you two. I do need to terraform the back as well, but oh. Wall. Go in with the stone bricks first, just kind of go random. Try not to get it too in order. Just do a couple here and there. We'll do some stone bricks on this side with the wall. Okay. Now onto the mossy cobble. I can do quite a bit more with this. Try to do like 2 or 3 on each wall. I did 4 on that wall. Okay. Okay. Did I do 1 right there? I did. So let's do 1 right there. Wall. And is there cracked brick wall? No, just cobblestone, mossy cobblestone wall. Yeah, it's turning out. It's pretty much done, just doing the final decorating touches. I've already got 2 mossy bricks here. I don't want to go too crazy with the moss, but you know, you can't hold yourself back sometimes. You need villagers grading to test it? Or villagers? Or you just need to test it in person? Hold on a second. I mean, it's a room with a bunch of chests in it. I don't think much could go wrong. Once you start adding stuff in, that's when things go awry. Hello. We could probably add a stone brick one in as well. That's not the one I want. This one, this one. I never know when to stop just tweaking things. Do a little fly around. I think that might be good for the brick variation. Yeah. Where'd your llamas go, sir? Did they die? Oh, I bet they're down that hole. Oh, no, there's one right there. Maybe the other one died. Maybe I'll make this a cave entrance. Because it is a pretty cool ravine. Alright, and then these. I'm right. Sorry, these gotta go. I read that as Tara is having a nap in the garage, which, you know, sometimes the need to nap calls, but are you going on a trip? I missed that part. Let's go cracked bricks. How many times can I fly around this before I'm all set? Moving? I missed that entirely. Okay, I think that's done. All right, let's add some glow lichen. And it wouldn't be me if I didn't add vines. And I could add. Is that how you add glowberries? A couple glowberries on each corner. And I want to try out the shears, because apparently you can stop glowberries from growing anymore if you just. We'll do 2 here. And just 1 here, I believe. Keep it even. Glow lichen on the top. So I'm trying to think. These are full ones, full slabs. I don't know how much light glow lichen gives off, but it also just makes the buildings kind of nice. Although, is there any part where you'll see the roof? I don't think we'll get much higher than this for now. You'll see it from the wizard's tower, but like if you come over here, you'll see I put glow lichen on the tops of this. And most of my other buildings, there's some over there. Usually just the ridge line. You move in on the 31st. Nice, congrats. So then these are half slabs, and these are full slabs. Just gonna go every other here. Oh. Alright, then these are halves, these are fulls, those are fulls. This won't stop skeletons and stuff from spawning up here. I don't know if the light even is enough to stop them. If that's a problem, I'll come back in and add carpet or something. Not gonna worry about it until it makes itself a problem. Okay. Some bone meal. And some vines. Don't think I want any on the front, but maybe I will add a glowberry. Oops, I didn't even know you could do that. Ah, we'll add a vine. Add one over the window. Put one here. Add a glowberry. Clip it off. Add a bone meal and add 2 more there. Clip it off and add another bone meal. Put some vines down there. Yeah. I'll come back in later and add some more bushes and stuff like that. Maybe some barrels. The look. But yeah, this is the vibe. The vines will grow in, but hopefully the glowberries won't move now that we've sheared them. But this is the new villager hall in the building. Not villager. Storage hall. This is the storage hall. And I might go through and add picture frames to the chests as needed. I don't know how much this space is going to be used. For me, I do most of my stuff in creative, so I will have 0 use of this at all. But, yep. Maybe I'll add a couple end chests or something there as well, ender chests. But yeah. That's the new villager hall. I think it fits in pretty well with the rest of the space. And you'll be able to take the bridge over to it. Yeah. Can I get the wizard tower in here as well? I can. There. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I went 45 minutes over than what I expected to do, but I did want to finish this. So we've got one more building in, and I gave you guys a little tour of everything I've built already. If you have any suggestions that you want me to build, let me know, because I definitely do want to build more in this area and kind of get more familiar with the different Minecraft building techniques. So yeah, thanks for coming by. And I think I'm going to wrap it up and head out to my stream ending. But yeah, have a good afternoon. Or evening, I suppose.